All right, folks, get your running shoes on. Both of these teams want to push the pace.
Oh, that they do. Pace, pace, pace. And as a fan, I just love these types of matchups. It's so much fun to see these teams get up and down the floor, play with pace, and have fun. I'm excited for this one.
And the starting lineup for the Nets. Walker the off guard, and Bridges the small forward. Johnson at the 4 with Claxton at center. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard position.
Yeah, the quickness from Bridges there, looking like a guard.
Outside Schroeder. No good with the triple. Schroeder against Dinwiddie. Lays it up and banks it in.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
And that one drops for him.
And Schroeder, undaunted inside, took the defense head on and made the tough shot.
Here's Dinwiddie driving in. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
And defensively, you have to make them work harder than this, or it's going to be a long night.
Anunoby against Walker. Anunoby passes to Pirtle. Back to Anunoby. Outside Schroeder. Pass to Siakam. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
That's his first personal.
When you look at Pascal Siakam, Smitty, he's really stepped up and accepted more responsibility.
Yes, this demonstrates leadership, B.A. Siakam is a go-to guy for this team. Someone they trust to deliver in big moments. Though you get a lot of individual production out of Pascal Siakam, he's a total team player. He checks his ego at the door.
Here's Bridges. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Schroeder passes to Barnes. Count it.
More of a score-first point guard, but Schroeder doing a good job of finding the open man.
Pass to Bridges. To the middle. Claxton passes to Bridges. Here's Walker. Anunoby covering. The Nets need to get off a shot here. And Claxton gets the bucket.
I like that approach, playing inside out, forcing the defense to scramble.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. They grab their own miss.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Hits the trifecta. Dinwiddie's got 7.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Toronto calls timeout. And the Raptors making a change here. Trent's checked in. And so Trent will bring it up for Toronto. Trailing by 8. Pass to Pirtle. Outside Anunoby. Wide open. Dinwiddie with a rebound.
Rare for him to get a wide open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
Claxton. Dinwiddie outside. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Johnson. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. One thing the Raptors did very well in 2023, Smitty, was pester ball handlers.
They led the league in steals in the regular season. BA by a fairly significant margin. That really speaks to their defensive focus.
Now here's Dinwiddie. He has 7. Unable to get that one. The Raptors have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Barnes passes to Siakam. Back to Barnes. Siakam outside. Now Pirtle, yet to see a basket. From outside the arc. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
Becoming more consistent with his shot. Siakam forcing the defense to come out and guard him.
Johnson a screen on Trent. The kick out to Johnson. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
3-second violation. Raptors ball.
For Toronto, they've gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Trent, the pass to Anunoby. And we've got 28 seconds left in the first. The Nets with a lead. Now here's Dinwiddie. For 3. He buries it from 3. Dinwiddie's got 10 points in the game. Trent outside. Siakam for 3. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. It's the Nets. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Nets.
Right now, it's their passing game, and it's been on point. Doing a great job of moving it around and getting the ball to their shooters.
And what's more, they're getting their feet wet down there in the paint early on. Not shying away at all, taking it inside. What a great way to start.
So on the floor for Brooklyn, Bridges and Johnson work as the forwards. Dinwiddie and Walker are in the backcourt. And it's Claxton in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Trent. Did you know that Jakob Poeltl's parents were both elite volleyball players?
I guess, B.A., that makes a lot of sense. Another game where height and reach are a factor. So this is where he gets those instincts. Gary Trent Jr., his teammate, was so open, he could have passed it with his eyes closed.
Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That's on Jakob Poeltl. Well, Grant, you've been the up-and-comer, but you've also played the role of the veteran. What's the key to that latter stage?
You know, B.A., your contributions as a veteran are felt just as much with your leadership as they are with your numbers. So sharing what you've learned with those younger players on the way up is so important.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Ben Simmons has dealt with injuries, yes, but the mental aspect is also one that he's working on. He said, quote, being assertive and aggressive. I know who I am. I know I need to get to the rim and get buckets, and that's also going to help my teammates and get them going. Brian, they are all about regaining that confidence.
Such a key right now. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. Now here's Dinwiddie. He's got 13. Bridges down low, guarded by Trent. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Toronto trailing. Outside Barnes. Trent outside. Siakam with a screen on Dinwiddie. Trent for 3. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Love shooting it from deep. Gary Trent Jr. with solid 3-point numbers.
Outside Johnson. Over Trent. Oh, rejected by Poeltl. It's Barnes on the wing. Trent outside. Pass to Poeltl. Knocked away. It's stolen by Johnson. Bridges with it, and it's Trent picking him up. The kick out to Johnson. Claxton with it. Outside Johnson. Back to Claxton. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Now here's Trent. He has 6. The ball's knocked loose. Claxton down low. Dinwiddie outside. It's Bridges on the wing. 6 to shoot. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That's on Jakob Poeltl.
And every year, Bridges seems to take another leap. His work ethic and drive to improve is impressive.
And the second free throw is good. And one of the better defenders in the league, Grant, Mikal Bridges. He'll lock you down.
Oh, he will be often matched up against the opponent's best scorer. And he is just so fierce. He also helps you generate offense, hitting threes and extending the defense to create room to operate.
Toronto calls timeout. Young, he's checked in for Toronto. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Pass to Siakam. And the call is going to be, yes, on a illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
Now here's Dinwiddie. He's got 13. Johnson with it, and it's Trent picking him up. For 3, Dinwiddie. Can't get it to fall. Now 5 of 7.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself. The scoring is coming easy for him. Got to keep the ball in his hands.
Here's Siakam. Takes it inside. Basket's good. Siakam's got 6 points.
An excellent ball handler for his size. Pascal doing damage going downhill.
Here's Dinwiddie. He's got 16. Outside Johnson. Dinwiddie passes to Johnson. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball called on the play.
On the break. And an Obi for 3. And the Raptors, another 3.
This is what you want to do with the young guns. Get them out in transition, and Anunoby can run all day.
And there's the call on Scotty Barnes. That's his first foul.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
So Brooklyn ends up going with a new group. Pass to Watford. Jacks up a 3. Back to Thomas from the arc. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Barnes feeling it out a bit. Siakam finds Barnes. Siakam the screen. And an Obi for 3. Siakam. The shot no good. Smith against Young. And it's Smith penetrating. And a nice finish on the layup. And now it's a 9-point Nets lead.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. Nets out in front, up by 9. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Fans, put your hands together and get loud for Red Panda.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Here's Flynn. They've got Dennis Schroeder. Precious Achiuwa is out there with Chris Boucher. Then there's Malachi Flynn, and it's McDaniels in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Up again, controls the rebound and the putback.
Chris Boucher understands angles, which makes him a real threat on the offensive glass.
Smith passes to Watford. Outside Finney-Smith. Here's Here's Smith. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Here's Flynn. Lets the three fly. The rebound by Simmons. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. Back to Watford. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
And without a superstar scorer, Grant, the question has always been, how does this Nets team generate enough offense?
Yeah, well, hero ball is not going to work. I mean, they've got to push the pace and trust one another and go from good shot to great shot.
Now here's Finney Smith. No points yet. Here's Thomas. Good work there as it goes. And the Nets lead by 10.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. Must stay aggressive.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
Here's Flynn and Finney Smith over to help. Tipped away. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Boucher. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Here's Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Simmons.
Oh, my. Big Ben showing us how it's done.
Boucher a screen on Smith to the inside. And finished off by Boucher.
I'll tell you, at his size, once he gets it in there, it's over.
Here's Simmons. And it's Boucher with the rebound.
Wow. Now that's having a highlight reel in your mind. But in reality, it didn't work.
Great positioning on the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Smith left side. Pass to Finney Smith. Outside Simmons. Watford inside. Achua's there. Here's Thomas. Finney Smith, a screen. Clock at 6. Shoots over Schroeder. And it's Toronto with a rebound. You know what you have to appreciate about Precious Achua? Just how active he is, Smitty.
B.A., he's full of energy. And it's why his teammates love playing with him. Every minute he's on the floor, he gives it his all.
The Raptors have gone 4 of 8 in the third. Achua with a screen on Simmons. Flynn on the attack. Achua finds Schroeder. To the paint. Here's McDaniels. And the layup is good off the glass. McDaniels got his first points of the game.
Good decision from Chris Boucher, wanting to get his teammates involved.
Smith. And such a nice move to make that bucket possible. And the Nets lead by 8.
It doesn't get any easier than that. The defense has to play better.
Here's Flynn. The putback. It's good on the putback.
What a follow-up by Boucher, grabbing the board and going straight to the rim.
Smith outside. Inside. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more. Schroeder passes to McDaniels. To the inside. Flynn on the attack. Uses the glass on the layup.
I love the throwback basketball. Work it down low and set up your teammate.
24 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Watford. And there's the foul. It's on Chris Boucher. That's his first foul of the game.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Substitution on the court.
Out to Bridges. Outside Walker. There's the screen by Johnson. Here's Dinwiddie with the drive. Yes! Great play by Walker to set it up. Walker's got 3 assists in the game. Anunoby with it from deep three-point land. Can't hit that one.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. On the court for the Nets as we get the fourth quarter going. Dinwiddie and Walker are in the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson work as the forwards. And it's Claxton in at the center spot.
Well, we have seen OG become a volume three-point shooter because he has a nice touch from that spot.
It's Bridges on the wing. To the paint. Pirtle grabs a miss. Pirtle's got 4 rebounds now. Toronto has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. Toronto calls timeout. Well, Grant, one of the things that keep Raptors fans positive is the youth that's represented on this roster.
Yeah, they've got a great core, B.A., and lots of young guys on this team. But they're missing a star, yeah, probably, but they can be dangerous.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Darko Rajakovic was going over with his team. And Coach had a simple message for their team saying, hey, we're right there. Let's start with a stop. Knock down a couple shots, and we'll be up. Sometimes the best instructions are the basic ones. B.I.G?
Thank you for that, Allie.
It doesn't take much for Pirtle to throw it down. At 7 feet tall, all he has to do is be near the hoop.
Dinwiddie passes to Claxton. Nice move. Outside Walker. Dinwiddie with it. Pass to Claxton. Shot clock at 6. To the middle. For 3, Bridges. And it's Toronto with a rebound. Pirtle's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Trent against Dinwiddie. Siakam with a screen on Dinwiddie. Trent, the pass to Siakam. And Siakam with the slam.
Beautiful when the big man takes flight. Pascal Siakam leaving no room for error with that dunk.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Dinwiddie against Trent. It's Bridges on the wing. Down low. And Claxton gets the bucket. And the Nets lead by 3.
Yeah, making the smart pass there. I mean, Bridges doesn't just hold the ball.
And Anunoby against Walker to tie it up. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Walker. Pass to Johnson. Takes the 3. Sinks it from distance. Now it's a 6-point Brooklyn lead.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Pirtle with a screen on Dinwiddie. Trent for 3. Claxton with a rebound. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Screen by Claxton. Walker passes to Claxton, and he jams it home with authority.
It's like he's doing pull-ups on the rim.
Looked like a schoolyard playground right there. Trent against Dinwiddie. Pirtle with a screen on Dinwiddie. Pass to Pirtle. Back to Trent. And here's Siakam. Gets stolen by Johnson. A minute 29 left in the fourth. Johnson a screen on Trent. The kick out to Johnson. Here's Claxton, the 17-footer. And that one's long. Siakam, right side. Kicks it out to Barnes. Looking to win the run. Knocks down the long J.
Huge
shot right there from Scotty. I love seeing him deliver in these situations.
Dinwiddie against Trent. Johnson a screen on Trent. For three, Dinwiddie. And it's Toronto with a rebound. 52 seconds left to play in the fourth. Outside Anunoby. The three-pointer off the mark. So it's Brooklyn now. The kick out to Walker. Johnson a screen on Anunoby. Walker passes to Johnson. Bridges outside. 4 on the clock. No good off the back of the rim. No time to waste here.
Yeah, they must score quickly.
Pass to Pirtle. Puts up a deep three. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Takes a three. Oh, he drained it from downtown.
This is one of the best aspects of Anunoby's game. Let someone else initiate, you finish the job.
And they committed intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a three-point lead. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Huge moment. He steps up and sinks the final daggers.
Timeout called, the Raptors. They're down by 4. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And they need to execute fast out of this break.
Anunoby for 3. No luck on that one. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. This was a hard-fought
Thursday night presentation of NBA basketball. And when you consider how athletic doors both these teams are, what do you think both should be looking to do here tonight?
Kevin, athleticism is best showcased in transition, so we expect the pace to be high. There is going to be pressure at the rim. The potential for the spectacular could happen on any moment.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Levine on the wing along with DeRozan. Vucevic is the pivot. Williams is in the other post spot. And it's Ball in at the point guard position. Here's Levine. Drops in the layup for two.
Not just a jump shooter. Levine is very capable on the interior.
Here's Toronto now. And here's Trent outside. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Chicago ball.
Trent against Ball. Outside DeRozan. Outside Levine. Lock at 6. Toronto grabs the miss.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Hey, Greg, to touch on the Bulls for a moment, defense has been an emphasis for them.
It has, and they went through several years playing subpar D, and it cost them. They began to turn things around a couple seasons ago, and it has served them well.
The 2022 Rookie of the Year, Scotty Barnes. But you know what, Greg? Still working to take that next step. What do you think is his key?
Kevin, that's an easy one. It's going to be perimeter shooting. You know, we get spoiled with all the other things he can do, and he's had a tremendous start to his NBA career. But I think to become that superstar, the jump shot has to become a weapon.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Bulls are gone. 2 of 3 here to start out the game. DeRozan. Oh, and he jams it right over Pascal Siakam. Wow!
This guy does not mess around. DeMar DeRozan, spectacular. My goodness gracious, sir.
Bulls are gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. DeRozan, a screen on Siakam. And Levine, here we go. And Levine with the slam.
Such a big-time athlete. Levine makes the hardest moves look easy.
Here's Schroeder. Schroeder with a screen on Ball. Nobody near Schroeder. And the Raptors miss again. For Chicago, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. DeRozan, a screen on Schroeder. Levine. Rebound by the Raptors.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
And it's Ball penetrating. And Ball slams it in.
I just love the aggressiveness from Ball. When he's driving to the hoop, he's ready to attack the rim at will.
And that one's good. Schroeder. Schroeder's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, get it inside to a quality scorer and let this guy do his thing.
Levine sets the screen for Ball. He kicks to Levine. Pass to Williams. Back to Levine. Lets the 3 fly. Siakam pulls it in. Raptors trail by 5. Tipped away. And they go to the intentional foul. Young's checked in for the Raptors. Trent comes in for Dennis Schroeder.
Second team foul.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Trent finds Young. Back to Trent. The kick out to Young. Misses the 3. The Bulls leading by 5. And Ball slams it in.
Well, you can see why his teammates love playing with him. Vucevic willing to find the open guy.
Young, a screen on Levine. Levine against Anunoby. Young sets a screen for Trent. Young trying to break free, and the shot goes in.
This guy's got a habit of making tough shots, and for Gary Trent Jr., he welcomes the contact.
The drive-by ball. Kick out to Levine. Williams, a screen on Anunoby. Here's Levine. The rebound by Young.
Oh, an easy look, but he decides to be a crowd pleaser. I'm sure he's upset for attempting that one.
Anunoby in the corner. Toronto working the ball around now. Siakam sets a screen for Young. Shot clock at 5. Siakam misses.
Yeah, remarkable positioning for Thaddeus. He played perfect defense, really alters the shot.
And that concludes. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Looking at what we've seen from the Bulls, what do you guys think?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
They've got Gary Trent. Jakob Poeltl out there. Oh, that was something else.
Have mercy.
But I tell you, a number of ways to score off the pick and roll, and Levine makes it look easy.
To the inside, Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
And you look at the evolution of Anunoby's game, Doris, he's much more than a 3-and-D guy.
You know, Kevin, here's a young man who does a little bit of everything. He can score and defend in a variety of ways, cross-positional defensively between 1 and 4, and an offensive game that continues to grow. He can get out and put pressure on transition. Little bit of a streaky shooter, but there's so much to like.
Williams finds Vucevic, and Vucevic throws it down.
Vucevic knows who he is. This guy is a close scorer, a legit threat to finish it with authority.
Trent with the wide open look. Off target from outside. And Vucevic has got the ball here for the Bulls. DeRozan with a screen for Levine. To the paint. Back to Vucevic. Poeltl with the steal. And Anunoby, here we go. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And the muscle that Anunoby possesses, fantastic at gutting it out through contact and finishing.
Coaches say, GA, the league has a problem when it's punishing the retaliators and not the instigators. Do they have a point?
Kevin, I think so. For any scuffle, it's worth asking who started it, and that's what we do in life normally, right?
DeMar DeRozan finding his teammate with an on-time, on-target pass.
Young with no one around, and a miss there on the triple.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Ball against Trent. The wide open look here for Vucevic. Off target with his 3. Raptors trail by 10. Young pass to Poeltl. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Trent passes to Young. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Baseline J on the way.
That's the defense of DeMar DeRozan getting the job done, showing he can be effective as a two-way player.
Oh, GA, the long arms and athleticism up and down this roster for the Raptors. It is something.
Yeah, they have a type that they're looking for. Blocks, steals, deflections, all coming in bunches. The activity will be there.
Thaddeus Young grabs the miss. The Raptors have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Trent kicks to Poeltl. Young outside. There's the pass to Siakam. Back to Young. It's stolen by DeRozan. Here's Williams, and Williams with the stuff.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Ball against Trent. Kicks to Young. He's looking for Pirtle and finds him. Outside, ball. There's a minute left in the second quarter. Levine, a screen on Trent. Here's ball. And Pirtle pulls it down. Raptors trail by 12. Pass to Trent. There's the lob to the hoop. Stolen by Ball. Levine sets the screen for Ball. And Levine, here we go. And Pirtle sends it back.
Active defense from Jakob Pirtle. That's the key. When he stays active and alert, blocks are going to be there for him.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Williams, a screen on Anunoby. Here's Vucevic. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. The Bulls leading by 10. So for Chicago right now, they've got Drummond, Alex Caruso out there with Kobe White. Then it's Torrey Craig. And it's Dosunmu in at the 3 spot. Craig finds Caruso. 5 to shoot. Drummond sets the screen for Caruso. And that one's good. Drummond's got the lead up to 12 now for the Bulls.
This is what we call strength from a veteran big man. Andre Drummond, no stranger to taking punishment and scoring through it.
From past the arc. And it's Schroeder missing. Now the Bulls with it. And here is Dosunmu. Pass to Caruso. Down low. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Drummond's got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, not much you can do against Andre Drummond. He's skillful enough that if a defender is trying to take away an opportunity, he can still score it.
Flynn against White. Flynn kicks it over to Schroeder. He takes it in. Toronto working the ball around now. Here's Boucher. Off target from 3-point range. And it's Drummond with the ball. He'll bring it up for Chicago. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. These days, the ball is in Pascal Siakam's hands. He says it means everything. Being on the ball just gives you a better rhythm. I don't think it's hard. It's just something you grow into. I have those images in my head of where I want to get to. Now, defenses often look to double, and he said, if I played me, I would do that too. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. LGA for the Bulls, it's been a struggle to find consistency the past few seasons.
It's been a one step forward, one step back kind of situation. They don't need to set their sights on a title yet. They just have to establish that winning culture.
Making the most of the screen, that's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
And that one's good. Drummond
Boy, what a physical play from Andre Drummond. Shrugs off the contact and gets the bucket.
It's Schroeder with the drive, and he lays it straight in. Schroeder's got 6. The Bulls leading by 13. Caruso, a screen on Flynn. There's the drive. Craig against Boucher. Drummond uses the glass to finish the layup. Drummond's got 9 points in the quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Over in the corner, Caruso. Pass to Drummond. There's 1:47 left to play in the third. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect. Schroeder kicks to Boucher. Back to Schroeder. The pass to Boucher. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got 4 rebounds in this game. White the pass to Caruso. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And a solid playmaker, White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
White against Flynn. Toronto needs to get off his shot. Here's Schroeder. They get it back. Passes it to Boucher. Goes back up with the drive, and it's good on the layup.
Very versatile and offensive-minded big. Chris Boucher giving you a little bit of everything on that drive. Okay.
White against Flynn. White the pass to Drummond. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. No good on that one.
Boy, one thing you can say about Andre Drummond, he is so steady. Statistically, it's the same story every year.
And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Williams is checked in for Torrey Craig. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Dosunmu. Zach LaVine's checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Lonzo Ball in for White. And so he hits both.
Boy, the athleticism of OG Anunoby can be eye-popping sometimes, guys. And what's happening now is he's developing on the offensive end. This guy's upside is absolutely tremendous.
And Ball slams it in.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Andre Drummond has been on display for Chicago. Scoring, rebounding, he was all over. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. Turtle is out there with Achua. Then it's Gary Trent. Then it's Pascal Siakam. And it's Anunoby in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Outside, Levine. Vucevic setting the pick for Levine. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Jakob Poeltl. Doris, we know one thing the Raptors had benefited from was consistent leadership.
There's no doubt about that, Kevin. You think about the front office consistency, and success in the NBA generally starts from the top and trickles down. You can absorb a coaching change and still have a culture in place because, again, things start at the top. That's unselfishness from Trent Jr. We know he wants to score it, but when your teammate's that wide open, just simply put the ball where it needs to be.
DeRozan with a screen for Levine. Diving in, and the jam by Levine.
You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
Anunoby passes to Purtle. Anunoby kicks to Achua. Back to Anunoby. Trent outside to the middle. Inside shot. Count it. 10 points for OG Anunoby.
And can't do much else. The strength of Anunoby comes in handy on those challenging finishes.
Al Levine. Outside ball. The feed now to Vucevic. Levine passes to Vucevic. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Anunoby is screen on DeRozan. On the wing, Anunoby. He's covered by Ball. And the Raptors call time here.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. During the last break, listened in on Darko Rajakovic talking to his team. Told his guys, focus up right now. Everybody needs to be on the same page out there. Let's go out there and take this game right now. Big words, guys.
Thanks so much, David. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Kick out to Levine. Back to Ball. DeRozan with a screen for Levine. Clock at 4. Vucevic. A three-pointer off the mark.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Pirtle sets the pick for Trent. Not that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Pirtle.
I'm not sure which was better, Pirtle's screen or his finish, but either way, nice execution in the roll.
Outside DeRozan. Here he goes. A special move before the shot. And the Bulls lead by 14.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Siakam misses. Chicago leading by 14. Right side, Ball. Inside. And DeRozan throws it down.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Bulls.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Zach LaVine.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Trent passes to Pirtle. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Pirtle's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, with big hands and nice touch, Pirtle knows how to finish in the post. This guy has a lot in his arsenal.
Levine against Anunoby. Left side Levine. Outside Williams. Chicago needs to get a shot off. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
And one outstanding things the Raptors do, Greg, they really protect the ball.
Yeah, even when they're not playing their best, they don't give away games with mistakes. They force you to find other ways to beat them.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Levine looking around. And the shot goes down.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
That's his first personal foul.
First one falls for him.
What you love about Gary Trent Jr., guys, is here's a guy who not only excels from the three-point line, yes, he's a consistent guy stretching the floor, but his fearlessness, his willing to take big shots in tight spots, that is something to behold.
And so Chicago takes this one. And David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
after it on defense right now.
And I love it. I mean, it's actually really refreshing to see. Being that the league has shifted more to being offensive-oriented, this matchup has a bit of an old-school feel to it. So you know I like that. It's going to be fun.
And now the opening lineup for Chicago. On the wings, it's the dynamite pair of Levine and DeRozan. Williams and Vucevic patrol the inside. And it's Ball in at the 1. Levine surveys the D. Williams a screen on Bridges. Levine passes to Williams. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Dinwiddie against Ball. Here's DeRozan. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time.
Amongst the best decision makers in the league, Lonzo with the right decision there.
Dinwiddie against Ball. Johnson for 3. Here's Claxton. And that one is hammered home.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Richard, you got to love how Mikal Bridges rises to a challenge.
A very hungry player, but also selfless. Bridges hustles to be whatever you need him to be. And like you said, there's a lot to love about that.
Dinwiddie, no good. The Bulls have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Levine against Bridges. Outside Levine. Going inside. And Levine throws it down.
Ooh, boy, Zach Levine. Sheesh, that was mean.
Offensive rebound. The kick out to Walker. Johnson a screen on Levine. 5 to shoot. Johnson on the wing. Goes back up. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Ball. Soft touch off the glass.
And I like the mix of power and agility Ball uses inside. One way or another, he's going to get a shot.
Dinwiddie passes to Johnson. Walker, a screen on Williams. Floats one up. Rebound by the Bulls. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. DeRozan, a screen on Johnson. Levine finds DeRozan. Outside for Levine. The offensive rebound. Ball outside. Williams, a screen on Dinwiddie. Ball passes to Williams. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's on Nick Claxton. And Grant, a positive for the Bulls over the last few seasons. They work hard to get good shots.
Well, B.A., that's definitely part of their DNA. They've had the personnel to do it, and guys who are disciplined and patient.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Pass to Johnson. To the middle. And Claxton gets the bucket.
How about Johnson with the hot pass? Good job seeing that open.
And Ball will bring it up here for Chicago. A minute 15 left in the opening quarter. Levine against Bridges. Back to Vucevic. There's the triple, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Big man Vooch showing some quickness on that release.
Outside Walker to the wing, right side. Here's Claxton. No good there, off the double clutch. And you'd like to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
And at the same time, you want to get a good shot here, B.A.
Pass to Vucevic. Rebound Brooklyn.
and he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
And he's playing the game with a certain flair right now.
Oh, he caps off the move with a little hang time on the rim. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Ball surveys the floor. Here's Levine. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists in the game.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
To the paint. Here's Claxton. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. It's the Bulls. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen here from the Bulls tonight?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
Dinwiddie and Walker are in the backcourt. Johnson at the 4 with Claxton at center. And it's Bridges in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And we heard some coaches saying the league punishes retaliation. And that might even encourage players to instigate. Grant, you think he's got a point?
You know, B.A., I think he does. I mean, if guys are creating a dust-up to try to get opposing star players thrown out, the officials cannot reward that.
Andre Drummond is checked in for Chicago. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Mikal Bridges is a premier defender. He said, quote, people take it for granted how tough it is to guard the top perimeter players in this league and not be able to really touch them because they're going to get the foul call. You've got to guard these matchups one-on-one, and I think we get taken for granted. B.A., he's on point.
Yeah, he does have a point there. Thanks, Allie. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Here's Ball. He's off on that one. Excellent D there from Dinwiddie. Brooklyn trailing. Outside Walker. 4-3. And the Nets another 3.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
Despite an unpredictable regular season, RJ, the Nets did make the 2023 playoffs.
Look, they stuck it out and secured a playoff berth. Mikal Bridges was outstanding, but they were overwhelmed in the postseason because maybe they weren't ready for that. But it really shows you how much more development this squad needs.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Ball passes to DeRozan. A big DeRozan jam.
DeRozan making his presence felt at the rim.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Outside Johnson. Screen by Bridges. Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. Drummond to screen on Walker. DeRozan right in the heart of the D.
Quality play recognition by DeRozan. Scans the defense, hits off the pick.
From deep, Johnson. The kick out to Walker. Here's the 3. Knocks down the triple. Walker's got 6 in the quarter.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
Levine with a screen on Dinwiddie. Ball into the lane. Tipped.
Great defense by Bridges. He has so much pride on that end.
Here's Claxton. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Here's Claxton. Give him 8 points now. 6 on the shot clock. And he lobs it up to the rim. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Levine against Bridges. Levine can't hit. The Nets have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. And always a fan favorite, Richard, Zach LaVine.
Most everything he does, it seems to have a little bit of flash to it. You know about the mount. He has a high arcing shot, and he just has a flair for the dramatic and spectacular.
Dinwiddie against Ball. DeRozan, a screen on Dinwiddie. Kicks it to DeRozan. Back to Ball. DeRozan with the ball. Claxton picks him up. Here's Drummond. Shot to stop the run. And the jam by Drummond.
This is the exact energy you like to see from Drummond. He can be a monster on the offensive glass.
The three, Dinwiddie. DeRozan with the rebound. The Bulls have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Williams, a screen on Dinwiddie. Here's DeRozan. And the dunk by DeRozan.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
Here's Johnson. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
This is the challenge that Johnson poses. He's someone that understands how to draw contact.
Well, Richard, the Bulls made a valiant effort to reach the postseason in 2023.
Yeah, they stayed alive in the play-in, managing to win their first game, but they fell in game 2 and were unable to break into the playoffs.
Outside Levine. To the inside, and stolen by Bridges. Here's Walker, and the jam by Walker.
The defense got crossed up, and Bridges takes advantage with that pass.
Here's Levine. He's got 6. Levine on the take. Oh, throw it down. Wow.
Ooh-wee. Man, I'm telling you, every time Zach LaVine takes flight, we need this man back in the dunk contest quickly.
Williams with it. Outside Levine. Back to Williams. Excellent D there from Dinwiddie. Inside. Here's Johnson. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's on Zach LaVine.
It's a luxury to have a guy like Johnson that can bang down low and knock him down at the strike.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Nets out front, up 4. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. In that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Ooh, it's been quite a game for Lonnie Walker.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Second half underway. Here's who Billy Donovan's got on the floor. We've got Kobe White. Nikola Vucevic is out there with Torrey Craig. And then it's Alex Caruso, and it's Terry in at the 3, the small forward. Smith against White. Pass to Watford. To the paint. Here's Thomas. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. Well, Cam Thomas certainly has an interesting background, Richard. He was born in Japan.
Yeah, Thomas is an American citizen and played high school ball in Virginia. Cam's mom was in the Army and was stationed in Japan when he was born there.
Nasumu, he's checked in for Terry.
Attention fans. Now on the
The Brooklyn Nets kind of hit the reset button early in 2023, dealing away star power, Richard.
Yeah, it was a big decision for that franchise, sending themselves back to the drawing board in some respects. But they got a ton of picks for Kevin Durant. They got a ton of picks for James Harden. So they have set themselves up to be in a very good position moving forward.
Smith outside. To the inside. Watford lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Watford's gotten his first bucket of the night.
And clearly he needs no time to warm up.
turn it up, Nets fans, for your Brooklyn Nets.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. White against Smith. Pass to Vucevic. And here's Caruso. He's scoreless. Down to 5 on the shot clock. With the 10-footer. Brooklyn with the board. And he commits the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Here's Smith.
Look, he's a mix of long arms and strength. Vooch is able to disrupt just about any play.
From downtown. Here's Craig. Back to Caruso. Takes the three. Finney Smith pulls it in. The Nets have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Here's Watford. He's guarded by Caruso. Watford gets the bucket. Watford's got his second basket on the night.
No settling for an outside shot there. They went right to the hoop.
Caruso outside. And he drives in. Finney Smith pulls it in. Brooklyn has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, no, it just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over.
We got some t-shirts for the bars, Bridges, most exciting fans in the building. If you want one, put your hands in the air and wave those babies like you just done.
A big group substitution here for Chicago. Williams has checked in for Craig. DeRozan comes in for DeSumo. Levine, he's checked in for Caruso. And it's Ball in for White. It's Thomas on the wing. He's covered by Levine. Here's Finney Smith. Misses in close.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
Williams with the screen. Here's Levine. Oh, could be inside, but Levine gets it through.
Levine fighting for it inside, staying aggressive.
Here's Simmons. And it's Chicago with a board. Ooh, poked away. Here's Watford. And it's Chicago with a board. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds now. Chicago trailing here. Ball outside. A minute 31 left to play in the third quarter here. And Vucevic slams it in.
Look, when he's within range, Vooch is going at the rim, and he's going at it all.
Here's Smith. Pass to Watford. Now Simmons. Nice move. No good. Good work defensively by DeRozan. Chicago has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. 56 seconds left in the third. Out left to the wing. Ball outside. Shot clock at 5. On the take. Here's Williams. The rebound by the Nets. Finney Smith's got his 4th rebound in this one. Thomas passes to Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Simmons.
Oh, my. Big Ben showing us how it's done.
Outside Levine. Ooh, the elevation from Levine.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Ball against Smith. To the middle. The three from DeRozan. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time. DeRozan's got 11 points.
A rare three for DeMar DeRozan. He's a different type of leader. He would much rather step in and knock down the mid-range too.
And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the two-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
And from a team perspective, having your off-guard rip-off passes like that, it's awesome. It shows you have guys willing to give up the rock.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. Bridges and Johnson work as the forwards. Dinwiddie and Walker are in the backcourt. And it's Claxton in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the Nets 5.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Man, this has been a fun one. But look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Outside, Williams. Kicks it to DeRozan to take the lead. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
As pure of a scorer as you will find in this league, DeRozan finds way to just score points night in, night out.
Chicago leading. Pass to Levine. About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. Down low. Here's Drummond. And Drummond with the jam.
Showing off those playmaking skills, Levine keeps his head up, makes the easy play.
Here's Dinwiddie. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on Lonzo Ball.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
Something that impresses with Spencer Dinwiddie, Richard, is his adaptability.
A player who is ready for any challenge or any situation. Part of what makes him so great is just his sheer confidence. Dinwiddie believes in his own ability to get it done out there, B.A.
Levine passes to DeRozan. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Levine. Levine's got 3 assists tonight.
The closer DeRozan gets, the more dangerous he is. That's fantastic work inside.
Dinwiddie against Ball. Claxton passes to Dinwiddie. Back to Claxton. And he dunks it down.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Walker against DeRozan.
Such a ferocious drive by DeRozan. Even when the defense is closing in, he just keeps pushing and gets fouled.
The first free throw is good. DeRozan hits them both. And so Dinwiddie will bring it up for Brooklyn. Pass to Bridges. Johnson a screen on Williams. Bridges. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Got it.
With his shooting ability, Johnson is a great screener in the two-man game.
For Chicago, they've gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Levine against Bridges. Outside Levine to the paint. Walker with the steal. Outside Johnson. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. Team seconds.
We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. DeRozan against Johnson.
Last 2 minutes to play.
Shot clock at 6. Pass to Dinwiddie. Back to Johnson. Over DeRozan.
Terrific defense by DeMar DeRozan. He's capable of making an impact on this end occasionally.
Ball against Walker. outside. Going inside. And Levine throws it down.
Levine has always seen himself as a top-tier player, and he continues to prove it with his play.
Screen by Claxton. To the inside. Ooh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Sees his man, threads the pass inside. Excellent teamwork.
1:19 left in the final quarter. Ball passes to DeRozan. The kick out to Williams. Off target from three-point range.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Now Dinwiddie. Johnson a screen on ball. Outside Johnson. Here's Dinwiddie driving in, and that misses. That would have put him up. Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A. The clock is theirs to burn.
DeRozan. Yes!
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Ball against Dinwiddie. Pass to Johnson to tie it up. Drummond grabs the miss. And it's the Bulls with the ball. Here's Levine. Count it!
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Dinwiddie passes to Claxton. Levine with a steal. And that one drops. And now it's a 7-point Chicago lead.
Yeah, it's easy to see.
All right, Allie, thank you.
We appreciate
And that'll do it, folks.
you showed your
For our
connection.
working down the middle. And we know, Greg, most of the talk coming into this game focused on the front court matchup. A lot of talent in the low post here.
And, you know, a lot of times that means it'll come down to the rebounding battle. Whoever controls the board will have a big leg up in the physical and mental aspect of this game.
Gary Trent Jr., his teammate, was so open, he could have passed it with his eyes closed.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. We felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Now, here's Anunoby. Siakam outside. No good on the three. Johnson inside. Covered by Siakam. Johnson sends the screen for Walker. Back to Johnson. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Claxton the pass to Dinwiddie. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Walker's shot is off.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
And Lonnie Walker picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Anunoby is screen on Bridges. Pass to Anunoby. Lets it go from deep. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes.
What I like about OG Anunoby for a young player, he's not pushing to do more than they want him to do.
Hey, Steve, when we look at Scotty Barnes, what excites you about his play?
I think for me, Kevin, it's just him improving. He can pretty much do everything well already. He's still got so much time to keep growing.
4 on the shot clock. From the baseline. And too long on the shot.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
And that one's good, Barnes.
Elevating his playmaking over time, Siakam recognizes when his teammates have clean looks.
Johnson sets the screen for Dinwiddie. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And I like what he did at the line a season ago. How about 81%?
He's off on the second.
I can't believe he missed those shots. Wow, he is usually lights out from there.
Trent finds Siakam, and it's good for 2.
Great shooting instincts from Pascal Siakam. He knew he had that quick shot in the bag.
And the Nets decide to take their first time out here.
Your Brooklyn Nets. Make some noise, everyone.
There's Dinwiddie. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Johnson dishes to Dinwiddie. Back to Johnson. From down in the low post, it goes.
And this is the attack mindset you want to see coming into the game.
Get your better scores, some easy looks so they can start to establish themselves.
The pass to Claxton. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
It's a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And down it goes. Done through off a wonderful assist.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Boy, Brooklyn GA did all they could to assemble a championship team, and look what happened.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, you take your swings in this league, and sometimes it works. Sometimes you have to retool, and they still have some good players to build around. And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Bridges, no one around him. And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
You want your team to be aggressive on the glass, but he was a little too zealous for that rebound.
Yeah, there's an art to snatching rebounds from behind, but most players can't pull it off. Tim Duncan is one of the best.
And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played. Here's Dinwiddie. Still scoreless. Claxton. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
And with the move to positionless basketball, wing players with the size and strength of OG Anunoby tremendously in demand.
You need a guy who can hang with all the superstar wings defensively. And OG has a better shot than most.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Bridges outside. Outside, Walker. Johnson surveying the floor. Over Siakam. And Pirtle pulls it down. Toronto leading by 6. Barnes outside. The 3. Shot and game clock separated by 5. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Bridges passes to Johnson. Back to Bridges. Crafty move to the inside. Claxton. And that one is hammered home.
Not a ball stopper on the wing. Bridges with the helper.
Siakam, a screen on Dinwiddie. Trent kicks to Siakam. A big-time effort for OG Anunoby, providing a lot of energy for Toronto. He notched 8 points in the quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Taking a look here at the Raptors' performance here, guys. What have they been doing or not doing, in your opinion?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
The backcourt pair for them, Dinwiddie and Walker. The post tandem, it's Johnson and Claxton. And it's Bridges in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Anunoby has the open look. Drops in the tray. Anunoby's got 11.
And as OG develops the rest of his skill set, this is one thing he can rely upon, that three-point shot.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Trent passes to Anunoby. Anunoby is screen on Dinwiddie. Back to Anunoby. For 3, Siakam. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
And you have to credit Anunoby. He's put in the work to become a better playmaker.
If we look at the Raptors, Smitty, it has not been easy replicating the success they had back in 2019.
Yeah, Toronto's had a bit of a roller coaster ride since then. They've had some good seasons, but the consistency hasn't been there for them.
And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And on the slam, Bridges using the vertical to finish strong before the D can contest.
And here's Trent outside. It's hauled in by Claxton. Nets trail by 4. Dinwiddie finds Johnson. Back to Dinwiddie. Nets passing it around. Down low. Passes to Bridges. Johnson with a screen on Barnes. 6 to shoot. And stolen by Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
An excellent ball handler for his size. Pascal doing damage going downhill.
Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. On the wing, Johnson. They set the pick. To the middle. Here's Claxton. And he goes in for the dunk.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Trent against Dinwiddie. Trent passes to Pirtle. Here's Barnes. Bridges with the steal. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. The big dunk at the end of the break.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
So timeout called here. The first for Toronto. Greg, here we are watching Claxton. Who does he remind you of?
You know, Kevin, defensively, he looks a lot like 80 out there. Similar builds, And Claxton can also handle the ball a little bit. Just want to see if this guy can develop the ability to play facing up to the basket.
So it's Toronto now. And here is Barnes. And he drives in. And Siakam has it in the corner. Trains the three-pointer. Siakam's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Raptors.
When Pascal is locked in, it helps his whole team. His energy is infectious.
Johnson with a screen on Trent. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Okay, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Trent outside. Anunoby finds Trent. Anunoby with the screen for Trent. Just 5 on the clock. The Raptors need to get a shot off. And finished off by Siakam.
And that's what you love seeing from your bigs. Siakam leaving no room for error with the jam.
Dinwiddie outside. Off target from outside. Raptors leading by 4. Siakam deciding where to go with it. Plays it up and banks it in. Siakam's got 16.
And for a big man, Siakam handles it well, playing with confidence in these pick-and-roll sets.
Here's Dinwiddie. That one misses. Good D by Anunoby. Siakam kicks to Trent. Siakam passes to Anunoby. Fires the 3. Shoots the 3. Dinwiddie with the rebound.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
The kick out to Walker. And here's the fast break. Siakam leading the way. Walker against Trent. Anunoby with the screen for Trent. Three-pointer. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
When you talk about OG Anunoby, here's a guy who gets better every season. Works hard on his game.
And the second free throw, good. And he makes all 3.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Smith scanning the floor. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
The speed of Gary Trent Jr. makes it tough.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Pascal Siakam, guys, really making a difference here.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
And I can't wait to see what he has in store during this second half. Some of those jams were downright absurd.
Setting the floor for the Raptors. Achua is out there with Young. Then there's Chris Boucher. Then there's McDaniels. And it's Schroeder in a point guard. Simmons dishes to Thomas. Pass to Watford. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And GA, this Nets team, kind of slim on the interior, don't you think? How can they be most effective?
Well, you've got to press that advantage as far as quickness and get out and run and challenge opposing bigs to cover you in space.
Smith for 3. Toronto grabs the miss. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Spencer Dinwiddie has talked about buying into his role. He says you have to have confidence that's borderline irrational, but a perspective that's very realistic. You've got to know who you are. Kevin, he adds that he's not attempting to be a Mount Rushmore type guy, but a talented player who can help a winning team.
That's a good perspective, David. Thanks for the story. Boucher's shot is off. Nets trail by 9. Goes up. And Simmons slams it in.
Oh, sensational speed by Simmons. Trucking it down the court and beating everyone.
Schroeder outside. Young outside. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 5. Boucher and Simmons with the rebound. And so Simmons will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Finney-Smith kicks to Thomas. Back to Finney-Smith. Boucher with the rebound.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Pass to Young. To the paint. And Young with the stop.
More of a score-first point guard, but Schroeder doing a good job of finding the open man.
Here's Simmons, and there's the try. That one drops for him. Smitty, back in the 2001-2 season, you led the NBA in three-point shooting. Over 47% from deep. Did you play in the wrong era?
I don't think so, Kevin, but I do wish at times I could have played a few seasons in this era. That season, I only took about 3 trades per game. Now, I'd be taking like 15, Kevin.
And stolen by Simmons. Thomas finds Simmons. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. It's going to be on Precious Achiuwa.
And a good physical play there from Simmons, not letting the foul stop him from getting that shot off.
And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Schroeder outside. Here he goes. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Nets trail by 9. Watford passes to Smith. In the corner, Finney-Smith with it. Here's Simmons. Toronto grabs the miss. Achiuwa's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. 55 seconds left in the third quarter. Launches a 3. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Thomas. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Finney-Smith kicks to Thomas. Shoots over Schroeder. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Toronto leading by 9. .23 seconds left in the third. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Defending Schroeder is much trickier than it used to be. Has developed his skills to go along with the athleticism.
Toronto shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. Schroeder hits them both. The Nets have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Dinwiddie against Schroeder for 3. Good on the three-point shot. Dinwiddie's got 6 points. Now Anunoby. It'll count. Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. Well, we thought the third quarter was...
The previous play is under review.
Are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Well, they're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, looking at the replay, that he got it off in time.
Well, it's good.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We come back right after this. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. The post tandem, it's Johnson and Claxton. Walker on the wing, he's joined by Bridges. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. For the 3, and the Raptors hit again from deep. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Raptors.
Their activity has been at a constant level. Always around the ball, quick hands causing a lot of steals.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
A three-pointer is right on target.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Dinwiddie against Trent. Anunoby a screen on Dinwiddie. Johnson over to help. Anunoby passes to Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
Skying high, one of his advantages as an undersized forward.
Bridges against Barnes. Over in the corner, Claxton. Dinwiddie for 3, and the Nets another 3.
You know he's pulling his weight, but they still find themselves behind.
Spencer Dinwiddie. First personal foul. Team seconds.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the 4th. Trent outside. Found the pass to Anunoby. Back to Trent. Shot clock at 6. Anunoby a screen on Dinwiddie. That one from long range.
Ready to answer. Gary Trent Jr. will happily fight this out at the arc.
Dinwiddie for 3. The long distance 3 is buried.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes it.
You know why? Success breeds confidence, and he's certainly been successful from there, time and time again.
It's good. Trent's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Fights his way through the trees. Gary Trent Jr. with a nice finish.
Passes it to Johnson. He kicks it to Walker. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Walker's got his first bucket of the night.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball, in rhythm.
And so it's Trent with it. He brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. At one point, they led by 16. Fires from deep. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Love seeing this from Anunoby, getting into a rhythm and staying after it.
Dinwiddie left side. Nets passing it around.
1 2 minutes to play. 4th quarter.
1:57 left in the game. Back to Johnson. Kicks it to Dinwiddie. Lets the 3 fly. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got his 4th rebound in this one. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Siakam kicks to Pirtle. Clock at 6. Inside, Dinwiddie with the steal.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Raptors.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for OG Anunoby.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Johnson dishes to Walker. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson.
Like a slingshot. Once the ball's in Walker's hands, he's locked and loaded.
Siakam passes to Anunoby. Bertle sets the pick for Anunoby. And again, Toronto no up.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Back to Johnson. Bridges outside. Johnson right side. To the middle. Shot's good by Walker.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
From deep, Trent. Anunoby controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Relentless energy from OG. Defense can't counter his explosiveness on the boards.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. And in the win, a comfortable win.
one. We have some exciting NBA action coming up. Ooh, get ready for some speed tonight, Doris. Both of these teams like to get out and run.
Both of these teams are believers, B.A., in the idea that the best shots often come within the first 10 seconds of the shot clock. It's going to be exciting. The one thing you anticipate, maybe a lot of substituting early to keep everyone's legs fresh.
Now let's take a look at Toronto's starting lineup. OG Anunoby out there with Gary Trent. Then it's Pascal Siakam. Then there's Precious Achiuwa. And it's Pirtle in at the 5 down low. It's stolen by Pirtle. Here comes Toronto on the push. Trent from long range. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. Chicago with the ball. And here is DeRozan. That one no good. Siakam with the defensive effort. About a minute played here so far in the first. Over to the wing. Out to the right wing. 5 to shoot. The Raptors need to get off a shot. And the bucket is good.
I'll tell you, Pascal Siakam has shown he is more than capable of passing the rock.
Ball against Trent. And Ball throws it down.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving. No doubt whatsoever. Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
After the franchise's first title in 2019, the Raptors trying to find their way back to contention, Doris.
They are, B.A., and you have an interesting mix of young talent and veteran players left over from that championship roster. They've remained competitive, but the goal for an organization that's won a championship is to get back to the promised land, and there's a ways to go yet for that.
Here's DeRozan, following the bucket by the Raptors.
Well, there's tremendous defensive versatility with Pascal Siakam. He's got reach, he's got length, he's got timing, and he's got quickness.
Pass to Achiuwa. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. And Levine, here we go. And they pick up 2.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
So it's Toronto now. They trail by 1. Ball against Trent. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Anunoby can't get it to go. The Bulls have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Ball against Trent. Ball no good. And so it's Siakam with it. He brings it up for Toronto. Achiuwa. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
That's unselfishness from Trent Jr. We know he wants to score, but when your teammate's that wide open, just simply put the ball where it needs to be.
Now here's Levine. DeRozan up top. Outside for Levine. Here he goes. And the dunk by Levine.
When you think of Zach Levine, his athleticism pops, right? This guy off the drive, so hard to guard.
Pass to Siakam from behind the arc. Sends it home from three-point land.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. No luck on that one. Trent with the defensive effort. Anunoby on the take. Siakam for three. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Well, you love the confidence from Pascal Siakam. Ready on the catch, rise and fire. Nicely done.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over.
Begin live for your 3, 1, 2, go!
Here's Ball. We've seen our fair share of NBA players from the UK. Is Anunoby the most successful, you think?
Well, B.I.G, how about this? I mean, he's the first player from the United Kingdom to win an NBA championship. Back in 2019, he was part of that Raptors championship. And think about this, he has now turned himself into that coveted elite defensive player on the wing, so needed in today's NBA.
And Toronto calls time here. Siakam, the pass to Trent. There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And Anunoby gets it to go.
This is where OG Anunoby is going to grow. That offensive game will expand to the mid-range.
Ball against Trent. It's stolen by Trent. Inside, here's Achua. DeMar DeRozan grabs the miss. Chicago trailing here. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Ball passes to DeRozan. The kick out to Ball. 5 on the clock. Outside Levine. Beyond the arc. The shot no good. And it's out of bounds. That one off Pirtle. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Raptors out in front, up 5. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment.
14.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And from what we've seen from the Raptors, what's your take so far?
Well, they clearly came into this game focused on sharing the ball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
So on the floor for Toronto to kick off the second quarter, we've got Jakob Poeltl. Precious Achiuwa is out there with Pascal Siakam. Then there's Gary Trent, and it's Anunoby in at the 2 spot. Now here's DeRozan. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. The take from DeRozan, and he banks in the layup.
Well, doing what he does best. DeMar DeRozan hits the afterburner on the drive, catches the defense flat-footed.
Siakam finds Achiuwa. Now Anunoby. Back to Achiuwa. Achiuwa with a screen on Levine. Anunoby for 3. DeRozan with the rebound. DeRozan's got 4 rebounds in the game. Levine attacking. And the layup is good off the glass. Levine's got 7.
I tell you, a number of ways to score off the pick and roll, and Levine makes it look easy.
Trent against Ball. Anunoby a screen on Ball. Pass to Anunoby. The 3 is up. Sinks his 3rd bucket. He's 3 for 6 now. Doris, we live in the era of advanced analytics. Numbers about everything. You think there's a stat that deserves more love?
You are so right about the analytics. They can tell us what the high-value shots are, what kinds of players you'd like to have on the offensive end. Here's the one thing teams struggle with: how to define quality defense. And the challenge is the floor is so spaced and the shooting is so good that perhaps we need to come up with different metrics to define good defense. That's one key area.
All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for Toronto?
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor, a lot of the damage coming in transition.
Now here's Siakam from deep. Ball with the rebound.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Levine with a screen on Siakam. Here's Ball. The kick out to Williams. It's stolen by Pirtle. Trent against DeRozan. Achua inside. Shoots. And Toronto calls time here.
I don't think this timeout is just to give the guys a breather. Coach is looking to switch things up.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
In the 3-1-2, here's your 3-1-2 crew. The Joker's crew in the 3-1-2. Let them hear it. Your 3-1-2.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Picked by Pirtle. Trent, the pass to Pirtle. Back to Trent. Just 2 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Now Vucevic. Still without a bucket. Levine surveys the D.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Driving to the basket. Big time alley-oop from DeRozan.
Well, that's executing an alley-oop if ever I saw one. DeMar DeRozan, he loves these highlight reel plays.
Ball against Trent. Anunoby on the wing. Pass to Achua. Back to Anunoby. And it's cleared by Vucevic. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. DeRozan outside. Back to Vucevic. Here's Williams. Williams, a screen on Anunoby. Ball passes to Williams. And Williams punches it home.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Now here's Anunoby. He's got 10. And the dunk by Pirtle.
What you see is continued improvement in his ability to create for others. Great to see OG Anunoby make the open read.
Here's Levine. Pass to Vucevic. To the middle. And it's Toronto with a rebound.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Trent against Ball. They set the screen. And it's Trent penetrating. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And now it's a 7-point Toronto lead.
I tell you, the burst on that drive by Gary Trent Jr. was impressive. Defense was in his hip pocket.
And the first half now in the books. Raptors out in front. They're up 7. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
The Raptors, 24.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Boy, without question, OG Anunoby displaying all his skills today.
Yeah, I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Williams and Vucevic patrol the inside. Levine is the 2 with DeRozan at the 3. And it's Ball in at point guard. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Now here's DeRozan. Pass to Levine. And so he draws, and they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Here's Schroeder. Boucher on the screen. On the attack, Schroeder. Boucher finds Schroeder. 6 to shoot. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. And the Raptors lead by 9.
This guy not just a jump shooter now. Dennis Schroeder more than happy to get inside and mix it up.
So Chicago ends up going with a new group.
The dopest crew in the 3-1-2. Let them hear it. Your 3.
And the Bulls shooting just 42% so far in the game. White against Schroeder. To the paint. Here's Drummond. Oh, and the dunk by Drummond!
Well, Andre Drummond lets the defense know there is nothing to be done with him on that one.
Young with a screen on White. Schroeder passes to McDaniels. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Now here's Caruso. Inside. Lets it fly. White, the pass to Drummond. And the jam by Drummond.
Boy, the defense has no answer for Andre Drummond. That's what we call emphatic finish.
And here's Schroeder outside. Drummond grabs the miss. The Bulls have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. To the inside. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to go on Thaddeus Young.
Well, that's just an excellent possession from this team. When you set up Andre Drummond down low, you're going to either take contact, get to the foul line, score it. So productive inside.
Koloko, he's checked in for Toronto. Schroeder against White. Barnes with a screen on White. Schroeder passes to McDaniels. Now here's Boucher. And here's Schroeder outside from 18 feet away. And stolen by Caruso. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Drummond to screen on Barnes. Back to Drummond. And Drummond with the jam.
Showing off some mobility there. When Drummond rolls like this, he's hard to stop in pick and rolls.
Here's Boucher. And finished off by Boucher.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. Caruso against McDaniels.
Send it back, Scotty Barnes. Show off that defensive acumen.
White against Schroeder. Boucher a screen on White. Clock at 6. On the attack, Schroeder. And finished off by Boucher.
Wow, don't let the lean frame fool you. A ferocious finish on that dunk by Chris Boucher.
Drummond the screen on Barnes. Caruso. Another shot. The shot, no good. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes. Takes it inside and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Drummond, and the jam by Drummond.
You have to have the vision vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Barnes passes to Schroeder. There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter. McDaniels finds Schroeder. There's the drive. Lays it up and banks it in. Schroeder's gotten 4 this quarter.
This is Schroeder at his best, putting that blinding speed to great advantage.
Outside White. Drummond up top. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency. And Schroeder has got the ball here for Toronto. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Boucher. Back to Schroeder. An easy 2 on the layup. Schroeder's got 6 points.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Drummond to screen on Barnes. And it's Caruso on the tape. No good with a layup. And so it's the Toronto Raptors with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. The flow of the game has favored them in general. But hey, and it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan was saying to the team. They were encouraging their team to run, look for breaks. Coach wants to see them getting into transition more. Back to you, Brian.
And Allie, thanks. On the court for Toronto to start the 4th. Siakam is the 4 with Pirtle in the middle. OG Anunoby out there with Gary Trent. And it's Barnes in at the 3, the small forward. They set the pick. Outside Anunoby. Fires the 3. Pure from 3-point range.
What an answer from OG Anunoby, delivering the 3-point shot in response. Wow.
Ball against Trent. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
The Raptors with a lead. Trent outside. Anunoby a screen on ball. Trent against ball. Trent outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
What you love about Gary Trent Jr., guys, is here's a guy who not only excels from the 3-point line. Yes, he's a consistent guy stretching the floor, but his fearlessness, his willing to take big shots in tight spots, that is something to behold.
Just a great job of adding to their lead. Late in the game, every point matters.
Drummond, the screen on Siakam. The 3 from DeRozan. The putback. Outside for Levine. Back to Drummond. Tries yet again. And the jam by Drummond.
Well, few players as consistently good on the offensive glass as Andre Drummond. A lot of those rebounds turn into points.
Anunoby a screen on ball. Outside Anunoby. Pass to Barnes. Back to Anunoby. Lets it go. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Anunoby's got 5 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you, OG Anunoby showing you what can happen if he puts it all together. Doing work, OG.
Ball with it. He's picked up by Pirtle. Here's Levine for three. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Down low. Here's Anunoby. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Let's remember, this is 6'8" with some hops. OG Anunoby with the dunk.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Levine passes to DeRozan. Levine with a screen on Siakam. Pass to Drummond. Drives to the hoop. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Siakam's got 4 rebounds now.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Barnes with it. He's covered by Levine. Anunoby, a screen on Levine. Outside Anunoby. To the middle. Here's Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
I think this guy's a threat to throw it down every time Pirtle gets his hands on the ball. This guy has tremendous size and takes advantage.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They trail by 6. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter. 1:44 left to play in the fourth. Here's Drummond. And Drummond with the jam.
Oh, Andre Drummond in a big moment with a big bucket. Yes, sir.
Trent against Ball. Anunoby, a screen on Ball. Trent outside. Anunoby finds Trent. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Anunoby. There's the three. Can't get it to go. He's 7 for 12.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Outside Levine. He takes it. Oh, wow. Incredible.
Big shot with time winding down. Clutch move by Levine.
Siakam looking it over to the inside. Anunoby on the wing. He's guarded by Caruso. Siakam outside. And a foul called. And no surprise here. At this stage of the game, they're going to use the coach's challenge. Make them take another look at the call.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. Smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Ball with it. On the wing, Levine. To take the lead. Oh, he buried the three.
Big time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
And the Raptors making a change here. Schroeder's checked in. And we've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Outside Anunoby lets the three fly. And the Raptors miss again. They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that. Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
So it's Chicago now. They lead by 1. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Second personal foul.
So the first one drops, and that'll put him up 2.
You gotta love how competitive Levine is. I mean, he has no problem going to the line in these big moments.
And Toronto calls time here. They're down by 2. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter.
3, 1, 2, 3. Let's get our players stand up. Make some noise.
Now here's Schroeder. Anunoby, a screen on ball. Pass to Anunoby. Achua for three. Oh, bangs home the three.
Well, OG Anunoby is going to continue to develop his game, and that pass, that was pretty.
So a close game. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
Tuesday night, it's the NBA on 2K Sports. Don't expect a ton of points tonight. Not much scoring, Greg. Each of these teams are excellent defensively. Tell us why.
Well, defense starts with effort, and all of these guys really compete. They take pride in that defensively, and boy, you love to see it.
So the net starting five. The backcourt pair for them, Dinwiddie and Walker. The forward spots will be Bridges and Johnson. And it's Claxton in at the 5 spot. Here's Ball, and it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
And taken away by Johnson. And here comes Walker, leading the fast break. Bridges kicks to Johnson. Dinwiddie against Levine. Dinwiddie left side. Can't hit that one. Nice D from Levine. And Vucevic has got the ball here for the Bulls. Richard, if there's an area where the Bulls have struggled, it's on the offensive end.
Kev, you're always such a politician. Look, if you don't have a lot of three-point attempts, a lot of free throw attempts, or offensive rebounds, without those three things, it is impossible to hang in there offensively.
Fast break, Chicago. Here's DeRozan, and the dunk by DeRozan.
Getting up there with the slam, DeMar DeRozan leaves nothing to chance.
Ball against Dinwiddie. To the paint, here's Claxton, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
Ball against Dinwiddie. DeRozan with a screen for Ball. And that one, good.
There's just a feel that Ball plays with that really separates him from so many other players. He's superb at finding ways here to score in the paint.
Dinwiddie passes to Claxton, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Ball with a wide-open look, and no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. To the inside, Johnson. Rebound by Williams.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Ball surveying the defense. Back to Williams. Just 5 to shoot. Takes it inside, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Clearly a foul. For a power forward, you gotta be impressed with Patrick Williams' shooting.
Especially from deep. He shoots a good clip from there, a solid stretch forward, and it's because he focuses on taking high percentage shots.
Drummond's checked in for Chicago. The Nets shooting their first free throws of the game.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
I consider Mikal Bridges a high motor player. He's always ready to turn up his energy if he thinks it will help him get the better of him.
Off the inbound. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall.
Nice contest, a high level of energy. That's how you play defense.
Ball dishes to DeRozan. It's hauled in by Claxton.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Here's Bridges with the second effort. Claxton with the bucket. Claxton's got 6 points.
And getting after it on the offensive glass and adding to that early total with the putback.
With the start that he's having, I expect a monster night.
And let them hear you.
Bulls trail by 5. Outside, Ball. And Ball slams it in.
And Ball is certainly capable of throwing it down thanks to his size. I mean, easily lifting off the ground and just finishing that one with authority.
Dinwiddie wide open. Connects from three-point range. Dinwiddie's got his second basket.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Dinwiddie against Levine. Williams a screen on Dinwiddie. Levine passes to Drummond. Chalk up 2 there.
Hey, that's Drummond. Throwback center who does almost all of his damage inside.
There's 53 seconds left to play here in the first. Dinwiddie kicks to Walker. Johnson sets the screen for Walker. Pass to Johnson. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Now Ball. 27 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Drummond sets the screen for Ball. Right side Levine. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Great fight. Not an easy bucket for Levine.
Dinwiddie against Ball. Here's Dinwiddie. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul. Coming onto the floor for your Bulls.
Just 4 seconds left in the first quarter. Dinwiddie for 3. No good on the last second attempt there. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. It's the Nets. They lead. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Just cashing in on second-chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
When you're the more aggressive club, good things tend to happen. We'll see if they can maintain this level of intensity.
Star pair of Levine and DeRozan are your wingmen. Andre Drummond is out there with Williams, and it's Ball in at the point. That's the group for the Chicago Bulls to start the second quarter. Bulls trail by 3, and despite the KD-Kyrie era fizzling out, Richard, you saw this firsthand, Brooklyn proved they are a destination franchise.
Yeah, just getting KD and getting Kyrie to sign was a win for the Nets. It proved that all stars will go to Brooklyn. Now it's about finding the right stars.
From deep, it's Drummond with the rebound. And it's Drummond with the ball. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Dinwiddie against Ball. Right wing. 6 on the shot clock. A shake. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
How about the strength on on display there by Ball. Not the biggest guy out there, but he wills these shots in despite the physical contact.
Well, the talent is clearly there for Lonzo Ball, Richard, but injuries have held him back throughout his career.
He's such a fun player to watch, too. He's fast, he's smart, unselfish, and plays hard on both ends of the floor. You just pray for him to stay healthy. When you have a shooter like Cam Johnson, you're running that play with confidence.
And it's Ball penetrating. And DeMar DeRozan the bucket on the assist by Ball. DeRozan's got his second basket of the night.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Williams dishes the ball. Oh, the lob to DeRozan. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Great teamwork leading to some exciting offense. DeRozan showing us how it's done with the alley-oop.
For three, Bridges. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Ball, the pass to DeRozan. Back to Ball. Down low. Here's Drummond. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 6 assists here tonight.
And he is just a mountain of a man at about 280 pounds. It takes a lot to get Drummond off his shot. Certainly a lot more than that.
Nets trail by 6. Pass to Claxton. Plenty of space. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Drummond's got 5 rebounds tonight. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking it.
Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Chicago?
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
And Levine, here we go.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the team.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And Greg, we still see players embellishing contact. Is enough being done to discourage those creative flourishes?
We're talking about flopping, right? I mean, we're seeing the league experiment assessing a technical free throw. It's necessary, or guys will keep jerking their heads and falling down, and who wants to see that? And one thing about Cam Johnson, his shooting mechanics are elite.
We already know that he shoots a high percentage from 3, but he also has the height to shoot over people from out there, and that adds to the confidence.
To the inside. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here.
Remains Chicago ball.
1:04 left here in the second. And DeRozan kicks to Levine. Clock at 4. Oh, the lob to DeRozan. Dinwiddie with the steal. In transition, here come the Nets. From deep, Walker. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 4 assists in the game. Chicago calls timeout.
Get loud, fans, on the court, your Hype Squad.
And the Bulls will go for a different look here. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Patrick Williams. Dosunmu comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Alex Caruso is checked in for Zach LaVine. And it's Kobe White in for Lonzo Ball. Outside, White. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
On the wing, Dinwiddie. White covering. Here's Johnson. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And here is Caruso. Can't connect from short range. And no good that time. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Bulls lead by 5. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. We'll see you in a bit. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Lonzo Ball.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
And Brooklyn, look at who they've got. Smith is out there with Thomas. Then there's Ben Simmons. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Watford in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Vucevic checked in for Chicago.
Number 9.
White looking around. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. It'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
2nd personal foul. 2nd team foul.
White against Smith. And White kicks to Craig. 5 on the clock. Inside. 2nd chance shot. Up again. And it's put back in by Vucevic. Vucevic has got the first bucket of the 3rd here for Chicago.
Just a stellar rebounder. Vuce, look, he relishes getting those extra offensive rebounds.
Picked by Finney-Smith. Thomas. Oh, and the jam by Thomas.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. And intriguing to see how the Nets have recovered since the departures of Harden, Kyrie, and Katie. Richard, they had grand plans. It just didn't work out.
They're picking up the pieces, and we've seen them do this before. The title window may be closed for now, but this team knows how to build their way back.
For Alex Caruso, the advanced numbers say he is one of the best defenders in the league.
The eye test backs that up. Caruso just sticks to guys, performs very well against the best guards in the game, is tremendous in anticipating sets. It shows his basketball IQ. He's not much of a threat to score, but Simmons dishing it, he can do it with the best of them.
Craig with a screen on Thomas. Puts up a 3. And again, Chicago. No good. To the middle, jumps up, and finished off by Finney-Smith.
And no doubt Smith has the vision. When one of his guys has a clean look, he's quick to get the ball to them.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Into the 3rd we go. 2 minutes in now. Smith against White. Passes to Vucevic from the arc. Rebounded by the Nets. Craig, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
Here's Finney-Smith. Misses from short range. And Vucevic has got the ball here for the Bulls. It's a 1-point game. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. The Nets have been forced to pivot from their star-crossed super team era. The what-ifs are fading into the rearview mirror. Now it's people like Mikal Bridges that are going to form the next new era. And rest assured, this team has dug its way out of far worse. With the draft assets and two-way talent on their roster, their aim is to remain competitive. Kevin?
I think they are. David, thank you for the report.
2 minutes remaining in the 3rd.
White against Smith. Here's Craig. Misses the baby hook. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Smith the pass to Watford. Back to Smith. And the pass to Watford. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. RJ, one thing you've been able to count on with the Bulls is their solid defensive play.
Yeah, if only they could turn those defensive stops into more points. They have to improve their offense. That's the one thing that has slowed them down from being a real postseason contender.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Patrick Williams, he's checked in for Torrey Craig. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Dosunmu. Levine's checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Lonzo Ball in for White. Levine, a screen on Smith. And it's Ball penetrating. He misses it. He's 4 for 7 from the floor. Smith outside. Back to Finney-Smith. Rebound by Williams. Chicago's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Driving inside. And DeRozan with the basket on the assist by Levine.
Now that's his dribble drive. That's one of DeMar DeRozan's superpowers.
Pass to Watford. Outside Thomas. There's the pick. Pass to Watford. Back to Thomas. Pick by Finney-Smith. Thomas, no luck. The Bulls shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. Smith against Ball. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Passes it to Finney-Smith. To the paint. Watford. And he goes big with the dunk right over Lonzo Ball.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
Not just a shooter, Levine is also willing to bury himself inside and go to work.
It's all tied in Chicago. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter.
40. The net. 40.
And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter, what is still anybody's ballgame. Levine on the wing along with DeRozan. Williams is out there with Andre Drummond, and it's Ball in at the 1 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Johnson with it. Now defended by Levine. From deep, Walker. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Drummond's got 8 rebounds in this game. Levine against Bridges. Here's Drummond. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got 3 assists now in this one. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Here's Claxton, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Drummond with a screen on Bridges. Bean passes to Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Smart play call by Levine. Breaks up the defense, feeds the easy shooter.
Here's Johnson. Banked in off the glass. Johnson's got the game tied up here for the Nets.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for them.
And play stop.
And you know the coach's challenge was tried out in the G League for a few seasons. And I think it's a great idea. It helps provide a way to get certain types of plays looked at that otherwise.
The previous play is under review.
I think the league doing a great job of continually evolving. Replay review has been pretty well received across the board, and everyone trying to do their best to...
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
Tell you what, RJ, in over a decade, all DeMar DeRozan has done is get better.
Yeah, he's continuing to become a more efficient scorer. He's been a star. Multiple All-Star games, multiple All-NBA awards, and he's been doing it with different franchises as well.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan talking to his team. Now with the game in the balance, coach told his team to play loose. Don't overthink it. We got this far playing our game, and we can win the same way. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And Chicago called for the foul. First free throw is good.
It's a luxury to have a guy like Johnson that can bang down low and knock him down at the stripe.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Chicago calls timeout. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Now, here's Ball. There's the drive, and Ball slams it in.
I just love the aggressiveness from Ball. When he's driving to the hoop, he's ready to attack the rim at will.
There's the pick. Dinwiddie passes to Claxton.
Where's the effort defensively? You have got to put up a better fight.
Yeah, these teams have kind of decided to fight this battle on scoring alone. There's not that much intensity on defense.
And Levine, here we go. Drummond. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Johnson. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Williams has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Levine. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 6 rebounds in the game. Johnson, the pass to Claxton. Walker against Levine. Walker dishes to Dinwiddie. 6 to shoot. Driving the lane. Claxton no good. Bulls have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Levine looking around over Walker. No good off the back of the rim. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Brooklyn. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Dinwiddie outside. There's a screen.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And let's get you guys on the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
Levine inside the three-point line. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
I-C-E, ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
In the corner, it's Bridges. Dinwiddie against DeRozan. Dinwiddie passes to Claxton. Back to Dinwiddie. Johnson against Ball. Johnson can't get it to go.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Pretty much, they have to be perfect the rest of the way. That puts tremendous pressure on your offense.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Driving to the basket. Yes!
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And Brooklyn called for the foul.
A consistent free throw shooter. Levine has the skill to own this moment.
Guys, that was critical. I mean, that's what we're used to seeing out of him, though, at moments like this.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and look for some misses.
At the line for the net,
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
The last make was huge. Now, realistically, the worst-case scenario for them is OT.
Chicago calls timeout. They're trailing by 3. 3 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
Let's face it, really difficult to find an open three in this situation. And look, there's no secret. It's the only shot that'll save him. So the D is all over the perimeter guarding that three-point line.
Ball from long range. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. Thank you for that, David.
End of the game.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.